Hey everyone, it's Susan Jones and welcome back to my Sunday Spotlight. This week I have another fun game that you can use really throughout the whole year, but I like to play this at the beginning of the year to kind of get some team building going and get your students laughing and giggling, and it's something you've all heard of before. It is Would You Rather. This video is going to be short and sweet because most of you probably already know what Would You Rather is. You've probably played it as adults, but these kid-friendly games get your students laughing, goofing around, having fun, and feeling comfortable sharing their opinions with each other, especially, like I said, at the beginning of the year when they might not know each other. It's a great way to build your classroom community. So I'm going to go ahead and share a few ways I use these in the classroom. Let's go. One of the easiest ways I like to pose these questions is by throwing up a little slide on my smartboard. So I'll go ahead and put some examples right here, but I always like to have some visual cues for students as well while they think about their answer. It's great for those young students who can't read yet or those students who don't speak English as their first language. When posing these Would You Rather questions to the class, I always have them think about their answer first and think of a reason why they chose it. They can't just all willy-nilly pick one. They need to look, think about why they choose that answer, and really listening to their explanations is part of the fun, especially as the teacher. Sometimes they come up with the most creative reasons for wanting or not wanting to do something, and it's so funny. So when do I use these questions? I like to use these a lot at the beginning of the year, like I said, because our kids don't really know each other that well, and it's a fun way to kind of break the ice. So for this type of thing at the beginning of the year, I like to do inside-outside circle. So to do that, you have equal groups of students. So maybe you have 20 kids, so you have 10 students stand in a circle and face outside. And then you have the other 10 students match up with each of those students already in the circle. So you'll have 2 circles facing each other. That makes sense, right? So what I'll do as they first stand in front of the person in front of them, I'll have them greet one another with their name, either like a high five or fist bump, whatever, just to say their name. And then I will have them answer the displayed question on the board. So they'll have to look at it, think about it, and go ahead and share their answer and their reason with the person in front of them. And then I either choose inside circle or outside circle, and those students will have to rotate to the next person. So they will go ahead and rotate, say hello to the next person using their name, and then answer a new Would You Rather question. You could use inside-outside circle with this anytime, but I really like to use it during morning meeting as one of our activities or games. I've also always used Would You Rather questions during opinion writing. So when I teach opinion writing unit, we are talking about our opinions, and as one of our activities, kind of the precursor to actually writing down our opinions, we would play Would You Rather games because it's such a great way to get students expressing their opinion and sharing reasons to support it. Many teachers use morning work or like a morning journal to kind of kick off the day, and these would be really easy questions to incorporate into that. They don't take a lot of academic stress, let's say, and they kind of get students just writing and giggling, and students could easily draw their answer instead of write down their answer as well, especially that's good for your younger students. This type of fun activity is great for any time filler or if you have a substitute teacher. You can easily have them throw these up there on the board or, like I said, respond in their journals. This is also a fun one to do if you have students who change their writing partners, or let's say you change their reading buddies for the year. Or I usually have my students change their groups, so they sit in groups generally, and I would have them change their groups at least maybe 4 or 5 times throughout the year. And so every time they're in a new group, we always play a little game to get to know your teammates better, so that would be a fun way to do that as well. When looking for different Would You Rather questions, go ahead and type into Google kid-friendly Would You Rather questions. If you don't add that kid-friendly, you will find a lot of results that are not kid-friendly. So make sure you type in kid-friendly, and there are a ton of different options for you to gather for your students. To make it a little easier, I went ahead and compiled 100 fun ones in the slides that I've been sharing throughout this video. And so I compiled 100 different ones that you can actually go ahead and display on your smartboard if you have one, or on a projector or something like that. So those will be available for sale in my TPT store, and they will come with journal headers. So you could print out a journal header or just a printable response sheet that you can use with any of them. And it also has an editable slide so you can add your own. That being said, when you go ahead and click that link below and download the preview, there will be 10 different slides that you can either display or print out for you to use with your classroom right away. And that is how you play Would You Rather in the classroom. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. And as always, make sure you are subscribed to my channel and click that bell. That way you're notified of every new upload. Have a great week. Bye. So what I'll do, so if this is at the beginning of the year, so what I'll do is as they are facing each other, I first them that. So what I'll do as they're greeting each other, oh my God.